was inspired to get involved with the project because I thought it was a really unique opportunity to meld together performance and public engagement. I think a lot of science communication tends to follow a script, and it's really wonderful when you do workshops or seminars or talks, but I think the way to engage with the public that normally wouldn't attend those types of events is doing something completely unique, completely novel.
I saw quite a few different types and styles of performances, and I thought this would be an excellent way to try to engage the general public who are just along in the middle of Glasgow, a hugely diverse audience really, out for the day, all types of different ages. And I thought it would just be fantastic to engage them in the world of parasitology. And as I was standing there, watched some parts of the street theatre, I thought, I'm sure that not many people who are around here know about all the incredible parasitology research that goes on in Glasgow. And I thought this would be a very different type of way to engage the public in that work. We worked in small groups to come up with ideas. We trialled different types of ideas, different types of street theatre that none of us scientists had ever had experience of doing before. We were very much guided by the professional performers that we were working with. They got us to think about how we moved as individuals, how we moved in a group, what visually could work. Would it be something that would be walking street theatre? Would it be something that was a show, more of a kind of an event? Would it be a game? So there's all sorts of different types of ways of doing street theatre, and that was a really incredibly creative process for all of us, and hugely collaborative between the scientists and the people who were professional performers and the creative director. So it was really interesting. And then at the end of that process, the creative director Alan had kind of just been moving around and watching what we were all doing and what we were coming up with, and then at the end said, well, and this is going to be the show, this is the idea. And then on the very last day, that was what everybody worked on and created, really.
For the development of the performance, we met up for 2 days last year where we kind of tried to boil down like what is a scientist and how do you communicate that along with sleeping sickness to the general public using really barely any words and just performance. And I think for all of us scientists, this was a really unusual task, but it was so much fun. You had to let loose, be creative, and more importantly, honestly, just kind of act like a kid and just have fun with it. And you don't usually get to step outside of your comfort zone and just be goofy and let your brain go wild. So we kind of did that, and then we sharpened it a bit more with help from Alan, who's wonderful at Surge, and some of the other performers kind of turned our ideas into actual performance techniques. And then the last year we weren't able to do it, and of course things had to be adjusted a wee bit to account for social distancing. But again, Alan at Surge was amazing, and he found a way to take our original idea and make it safe for the Merchant City Street Festival. And so it was mainly brainstorming, and then we met up twice before the actual show to run through everything, kind of remind ourselves what we'd come up with and prepare for the show itself.
I was quite intimidated at first. There was PhD students, research associates, and fourth years. I just felt like I didn't have anything to bring up on the table, but it was, I did, and it was great, and it totally boosted my confidence as well.
This project has been one of the best opportunities I've ever taken advantage of at the university, and it really opened my eyes to all of what science communication and public engagement can be. You just kind of have to step out of your comfort zone and step out of the box a bit, but I think that's where genius ideas are found.
Just the process of developing the teamwork was working with people that I've never met before in my life. I just went in, it's like going into a dark room. I don't know what's happening. And that was great. As well as networking, I got to meet Nicola before she was my second year lecturer, and I got to more understand as well through the other candidates the career path was just really nice to like discuss what they've done, to give me some sort of ideas of what potentially I would like to do in the future. Artistically, it was great to just think outside the box, because I never done street performance ever, and it was something that now if I see it again, I will definitely 110% do it for sure. And it was just nice to see that you could do public engagement and inspire other people and including other people. I love doing that.
I've just learned loads. It's been really nice to have a different perspective on performing, and everything that you guys have brought to it. It's been really brilliant, and just how brave they've all been to chuck themselves in and just stroll out there in front of the public has been great.
Yes, I'll be keen to do much more of